What's up, everyone? Back again. Saturday. Um, it, it, it was fun. So that's the or salt, not water, salt yesterday, and then my water intake was not very good. So my weight spiked up, and caused me to be like 304. But I feel like my food was not that high to where I would be this much higher. I think it's just the sodium intake and combined with lower water intake. So I think my weight will normalize in a day or two, back down under 300, and then from there, my plan is to be like 290 by this weekend, like Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully, that way we can get right back on track. For these RDLs, I was experimenting going a little bit higher than I normally do. I feel like I'm like almost hitting the floor, but I was trying to stop shy a good bit and see if I could recruit my hamstrings a little bit more. I'm not really sure if it worked or not, to be honest. I didn't really remember, but I know that the RDLs felt really light, and I even felt like I was controlling them more than last week, which was kind of a theme from this whole session. Was just trying to control the weight more and not like use a lot of momentum. Because I feel like in my last back session I was maybe swinging too much, and I'm trying to be in control more of the weight because I know that I can. Right, I know that I can control it more. Um, but this one, I was also moving stuff around on this day. I was doing the pullover machine, and I switched to doing the straight arm pullovers, which I mean, honestly, I don't even know if they worked any more than the machine did. I kind of just tried to move away from it because I feel like I was getting a lot of like tricep activation, but I feel like I got the same anyway from doing straight arm pullovers or straight arm pull downs with the bar. So we'll see. I'll probably try the machine out again and see. I felt like maybe I was getting too much from my triceps and my shoulders at the beginning of the machine one, so I'll have to really see. I'm not too sure. I feel like it was the same, especially with the straight bar, because I couldn't find the easy one. And then the dual rope is kind of rough because I have to find two ropes to try to do it. But this is one of my favorite movements, the Arsenal Strength single arm pull down. I really do enjoy this one. Some tips if you have any straight arm pull downs is kind of like I try to like lean into the side a little bit, try to keep my core activated, and then I try to not unhinge my back. Like I never, I think before what I was doing was I was letting my shoulder unlock all the way, and now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it down and like never let it unhinge all the way. Like I'll let it stretch, but I won't let it go all the way to the top and unlock it because I feel like um it's just at that point it's just like rear delt and shoulder taking over the movement rather than my lat extending, which is what I want. Um so I think I'm gonna have to work on that more because I did feel like maybe I was still doing it a lot on certain sides like this one. Um then moving on from that, I did this close grip pull down that I saw pro do really well, but I don't know if the stack is high enough again. It might be. But it was basically keeping your core really tucked and staying straight up and really tucking into your lats. And again, I don't know, for whatever reason, I felt this a lot in my triceps. I don't know, maybe if that was like really close to my lats that I was feeling as well, but I don't know. Hard to tell, to be honest, because I still like I'm lacking a lot of back musculature, to be honest. So like feeling a lot of these things out is kind of hard for me. at the moment as well. But even with this, I try to go a lot slower on the way down because I feel like before I'm rushing it too much. Really try to extend over, like round over a little bit at the bottom, and then come up, and go down slower than I normally do. And one thing that I did let myself do more, which I wasn't doing before, was like I'm letting the handles rotate out a lot because these handles rotate. But before I was kind of just like, for whatever reason, trying to keep them straight. And I think because I felt like it was activating certain spots more, but I feel like just keeping them straight out, what it was doing was just giving me more rear delt. But I don't need more rear delt. I need more mid trap and rhomboid, and you know, I think that is rear delt, but like the mid back area, which is what I need. So I'm gonna let them rotate out or in a little bit, and see how it goes. So far, it felt really good today. Um, I'm really happy with this back session. I feel like I was controlling it a lot more than normal. Moving stuff around still. I really like the layout of how these exercises are, and then also changing arm stuff. This bicep curl was initially it was behind the back, but one thing that I've noticed, and then I noticed on the behind the back here when I was starting to get heavier, was that I felt like I was starting to get too much front delt movement. It was starting to make my delt feel weird, even on this one, because I was trying to go too heavy. But I feel like my 30, I was about to get to like 20 reps, which I just didn't. I just didn't want to like get that high because it's just kind of tedious. Um, so I just decided to opt into a regular um cable curl in the front instead of behind the back or like to the side, swinging back, and it felt good. It felt really good. Um, and then I opted into a different single arm preacher curls today than I normally do. Uh, but we'll see that in a minute here. Also, this is my first time doing this high to low rear delt cable flyer or whatever you want to call it, and it felt good. I should have done it with both cables, but man, the other cable system is fucked up. I think I might have to use the older cables that are actually better now because uh they ripped one of the cable stacks, like they fucked the cable up. So now one of them goes out more. Like one of them hangs out more than the other one, which I don't know why. I think it's because it was broken off, so it just kind of hangs out more now, which makes it really awkward for trying to get it even if you're using both of them at the same time for something like a cable. Which it's weird because this is a relatively new cable stack. Like this cable stack is only like a few years old. The other one that we have is like at least 8 years old. The other one that I've used is like I've had since I was like 16, or it's been here since I was like 16, and I might just use that one. I don't even think that one's ever really ripped that much, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. To be honest, I'm not sure. But this is a really entertaining session. I got a really nice pump too. I think it's just because all the I have been eating a lot of food, but I think it's just because of the water. I feel like I'm retaining so much water right now that it's just an insane feeling. Like I felt really round in my arms and really a lot of pump in my lats, my like lower lats area. But I decided to do this preacher, this is a prime preacher, one of the few prime machines we have here, and this felt nice. I felt a really good like contraction at the top. And I decided that I'm gonna do this one instead of dumbbell preacher because the dumbbell preacher feels kind of awkward to be honest. And I feel like with this machine, I always try to do a double, and I never really gave it a fair. Like I was just always like, I don't like this curl when I initially got it, and then I found out about the force curves on Prime, or not even Prime, but just like the way that it feels. This is my first time actually coming back to it and trying it since we've got this, and we've had this prime preacher for forever. I think we've had it for like 5 years or maybe four. So it's my first time coming back to use it since then, and I did enjoy this. I really did like this. I'm gonna keep this one in. I think this rotation of arm movements is done for this workout. Back is probably the same. I'm gonna keep this rotation. The only thing that I'll probably change on this workout is the straight arm pull downs, the warm up. I might do the machine one again next week just to see how it feels, and then from there we'll see how it goes. But this is a lock as well. But here's me posing down, see my pump in the mirror. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how my arms look right now. I know I'm like super fat right now, so a lot of it is water and stuff, but I'm like pretty excited to see my arms coming back a decent amount. Like even just now, seeing the biceps, which do take longer and have always been a weak point for me because I never really trained them that well before, and I'm really trying to find good ways to train them now to get them stronger. To be honest, but happy with what I'm seeing here, man. Like back is coming back strong, coming back in. I can start seeing my lats, my teres more, even the mid back, which is something you don't normally see until you're leaner. But I'm really happy with this. Looking to move forward. The water stuff will be resolved in 2 days, like it normally is. And then we'll be back. I'm hoping to hit 290 this week again. Like I said, by the weekend, since this water stuff gets resolved. But I mean, hey, that's pretty much it. Videos come to an end. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 83 and some legs.